You're listening to a paid commercial program. Unless otherwise identified, the guests on the program are employees of or otherwise represent the advertiser. The opinions expressed are those of the advertiser and do not necessarily represent the views and policies of 630 CHED. Now, back to Talk to the Experts on 630 CHED.
Welcome back to Talk to the Experts. We're talking to a number of good people who work at and have been helped by Catholic Social Services today. So we're very glad to have you with us to hear some of their stories and to hear about some of the programs that they offer that you may not have heard about. In 1987, Catholic Social Services opened the doors of Kairos House, becoming one of the first organizations to provide a compassionate, safe environment for individuals living with HIV to access care that maintains their independence, dignity, and quality of life. After years of struggling with her HIV diagnosis and related health issues, our next guest, Sarah, turned her life around with the support of staff at Kairos House. First off, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Sarah, very nice to have you with us today. Can you tell us a little bit about where you were before you came to Kairos House?
I was sort of all over the place. Couch surfing here and there, mainly because of medication reasons. I was ashamed of my pills, and I was also afraid for people to find out what I had, what illness I had, and they'd kick me out or stuff like that. So I was all over the place, just hiding.
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess if I ask, where were you, I guess that mindset of hiding would be prevalent for you, that you just felt like you had to hide. You were living with HIV and something was stopping you from reaching out for support.
It was shame. It was the biases and the things that I've heard myself before I was diagnosed, that people with HIV, you catch HIV through being a prostitute or a drug user or just stuff like that, and I was none of that. And here I was diagnosed with HIV, and it was a big blow to me. I didn't know how to share that, because I myself was one of the people who laughed at people with HIV. I was afraid of them. So with my own prejudice towards it, I had a feeling, already knew how people would look at me.
You went from being afraid to tell people to now sitting here and telling your story, sharing your story with people on the radio. How did this change come about with... I found out about Kairos House through my doctor. I was really sick. I actually, my doctor calls me a miracle. He tears up when he sees me because I shouldn't have been here today, but with Kairos' support and their nurturing and their caring for me, like when I first got to Kairos, I was like 90 pounds and I couldn't eat and I needed to be on medication. My body was so out of whack that even if I did eat it, the nutrients or nothing weren't going to where it was supposed to be. I had to be on medication. Kairos provided the medication routine times that I had to take them. And when I couldn't cook for myself and couldn't stand from being so sick and weak and dizzy, they cooked for me and they helped me. They nourished me. They took care of me when I couldn't. Mm-hmm. And so, where do you think you might be today without Kairos and Catholic Social Services?
Well, like I said, I don't think I'd be here today. I'd probably be pushing up daisies somewhere and people would be remembering me, or I'm really grateful for Kairos. They've provided a lot of people, like if I needed spiritual help or something to help, a dietitian to help me try and gain weight, or somebody to talk to that even though I couldn't share, there was support services or agencies given to me that I could contact and reach out to other organizations that would help feed me to get better, to get healthy in my mind and spirit.
Sarah, I know you're a published author of poems, and would you mind sharing the poem that you've brought with you today?
Sure. Just give me a few seconds. It's untitled, and here goes. A life of blessing I tossed aside, my body ripped open, my naked soul inside. She trembles, she shivers. His words, they cut through her like slivers. Yes, I am a mama, a daughter, a sister too, an auntie, a grandma, and a great-grandma true. But all these precious people, they cannot undo the fate of my soul, even though I'm like you. I laugh, I love, I hurt, I bleed, and I cry, a hopeful promise to one day grow old and die. I never knew anyone could die before their own death, till my body became my tomb, gasping in little breaths. Embarrassed, abandoned, and so ashamed, my wounded body, my soul scarred and maimed. Death of loved ones, yes, they come and go. How do you grieve your own death, you know? I didn't know how to carry on. Was I worthy to deserve a hope? Clutching at everyone and anyone to fake having a hope. I slithered, I crawled, and many times even drowned. Yes, I have cried, wailed, and lamented too. Teardrops of red that made no sound. Blood of my soul seeping out to be whole. I feel hurt, I need, and I want these emotions of mine. God, how they haunt. See, I am much like you. We bleed, we cry, and yes, we'll die. But I die over and over in the minutes of one day. The looks, the words, my shame, everything eyes and mouths can say. Still, I think like you, and still I'm me. I write, I dream with a compassionate heart. I'm sweet and gentle, an old human being. I am much like you in my emotional pain. If only souls could be seen, you'd know what I mean. Yes, I am me in all of the above. Yes, I am me. I am also HIV, and still I am me.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that, Sarah. There's just 5 weeks left in Catholic Social Services 2019 Sign of Hope Fall Appeal, and we need everyone's support. Your donation will help us provide life-changing programs to individuals across Edmonton and all of Central Alberta, including our Kairos House program, which supports people like Sarah to move past any stigma or shame surrounding an HIV diagnosis and to feel empowered again. So to give, you can donate online at signofhope.ab.ca. Again, that's signofhope.ab.ca. Alternatively, you can call us at 780-439-HOPE during our business hours, Monday to Friday, 8 to 4:30. Or you can mail in your donation to us at 12431 Stony Plain Road in Edmonton.
We appreciate you listening today. If you'd like to help out the Sign of Hope campaign, you can find out more information at cssalberta.ca, cssalberta.ca. We'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for staying with us. This is Talk to the Experts on 630 CHED.